Since I was a child, I've always loved a good story. I believe that stories helped us to enable ourselves, to fix what was broken in us, and to help us become the people we've always dreamed of being. Lies that told a deeper truth. I've always thought that I could play some small part in that grand tradition. And for my pains, I got this. A prisoner to creativity. 'Cause we don't want to change that it chose us. We cannot change the means by which we obtain it. And most of all, we are not willing to let go of that curse because others see it as a gift. So we bask in our misery to harness forever that fleeting moment, that which cannot be tamed. Because we're only human after all. An old friend once told me something that gave me great comfort. Something that he had read. That Mozart, Beethoven, all the inspirationals, Elvis, John Lennon, Kurt Cobain, Lane Staley, they never really died. They simply became music. Likewise for all artists and creators. We'll always know who they are by the magic they left behind. And that is immortality. I believe that poets, singer-songwriters, in any genre, have a sacred duty to hold up a mirror to society, so that society can see who they honestly are. No better, no worse, just real. To let them know how they exist.
Much later.
All right, let's roll, baby.
All right, so
you start.
All right,
you start us
most
off.
of y'all know my all-time favorite band of all time is Guns N' Roses.
That's right.
I've actually seen them in concert once, and that was a dream come true. Honestly, because I never thought I would. Thought they'd be done or over with by the time I had a reckon. We can call that kind of memory, whatever.
What, like a reunion or whatever?
No, like a memory, like a...
Like you can actually physically remember it.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Recollection or something.
Yeah, recollection.
No,
Yeah, I thought they'd
distracted.
be gone by the time that happened.
I'll just be honest, I never thought that they'd get back together in order and long enough to tour and stuff again, so that was pretty cool to see.
They're all back. The gang's back together. The gang's all here.
For now.
But for now, I think next time it'll be retirement. I think they're trying to get as much money as they can.
So you started out at the top of your list instead of going backwards. So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's talk about GNR a little bit. So.
Oh man, I had some facts pulled up here.
I ain't worried about facts. This is how it means to you, man. Why you chose it?
Yeah.
It's like what. Don't worry about no research. This is personal stuff, man.
Okay.
So it's like here's my thing. Here's my thing. Like, you're my nephew, and I know some of your lists. I've heard you talk about some of your lists, and what fascinates me is, I think, as what I know about your list is, I've only heard maybe one or two that's directly in your lifetime. I find that very fascinating. And it's the one kink in my thing. No, it's not even a kink in my theory. It adds to my theory so much that I haven't pinpointed it yet. I don't know if that makes any kind of sense. I've talked about the theory a little bit. I think it's in this episode, but it's very much in this episode about how your music that you love, your bands, your songs, your lyrics, whatever you follow, whatever you love creatively, it directly says something about you. That's why you chose it, or whatever. So it's like I've only heard you say maybe a handful of bands or groups or music or whatever that's even in your lifetime. Everything is before you were even born that you love. So I want to know why. Why GNR specifically? Let's start it there. Like what drew you to GNR?
Honestly, it's kind of like I don't know. It's like, I guess the guitar melody, the lyrics, and this, I guess the overall, like, I don't know, like the what do you call it? A hype? Not really. It's like always flowing real good.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I like the way he's like got a unique voice too.
Yeah. So I mean that's the most
very unique.
That's the thing about GNR. That's like one of the first thing you notice is poor old Axel's screeching voice. Love it or hate it, it is what it is.
Oh, dude, I love it.
And then the more you listen to it, you fall in love with the best member of the entire band, and that's Slash.
Slash, baby, like the best guitarist in the world.
But I mean,
I guess,
not to knock Duff and all them. They're all great in their own.
They're great too. Yeah.
But I think if it was Axel and Slash made GNR, and when you
100%.
when you lost one or both, when you lost one or both of them, it wasn't GNR anymore. And
which sucked.
Axel had his own thing with other guitarists or whatever that was GNR that wasn't GNR. Because
right. And like,
everybody can try to pretend to be Slash, but there's only one fucking Slash, dude. He's top five in the world, at least, in my opinion.
And yeah, their music just, dude, it's like music. Like if I go back on my, like, cause like Apple keeps like a list of how many times you listen to it, and like it'll place it in like months category. Like you've listened to this as your highest month, dude. One of the times, one year, I think it was like 23, the year we went and watched them concert, every month was filled up with just Guns N' Roses. I was like, it's pretty good. I don't know how to really explain it. I like the band, the way they sing, the play. Like, I think Appetite of Destruction is easily the best album ever created. Every song, I have literally every song in my album list. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 has a couple good bangers in there.
So that
November Rain's like the top's biggest producing song at one point.
Yeah.
And
the Use Your Illusions, they came out when we were in high school, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what year, if they got the years they came out there handy, but I'm pretty sure they came out might have been middle school.
1991.
91, so it's 11, yeah.
1 and 2, yeah.
Well, that was when my all-time favorite song by GNR, there was 2 versions of the song done. And they did
I know what you're talking about.
Terminator version of Don't Cry. I liked it better than their album version. Don't know why. Don't know why.
I think it's on both. I think one is on one track and one's on the other.
Yeah, but the Terminator 2, I think it was on Terminator 2. That Don't Cry is probably one of my favorite GNR songs. It's hard to pick. I'll be honest with you. I like GNR 2.
It is.
I like GNR 2 a lot. I don't like Axl's voice. I never have. But you cannot argue that it doesn't complement that 80s style. That was the style back in those days. The energy, the crazy, like his stage performances.
I wish I could have watched them live when they were in their prime.
Yeah.
Like that scene, like the damn all them concerts. Like I watched back, like which one was it? I can't remember which one it was, but like he's doing Knocking on Heaven's Door, and it's like one of the like loudest rips he's ever done with it, and it was so fucking clean, perfect.
Yeah.
And like there's like every album of theirs has a couple bangers in it. Like Chinese Democracy I have a couple of them in there. I like their new songs they just released like a couple months ago. I think it was Atlas and what's that one called?
The brand new songs with Slash.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, the two new ones that they just released.
Because Chinese Democracy was with different rotating members.
Chinese Democracy was actually, I think it took them
like 10 years to make it.
Years.
Something like that. Poor Axel. He just couldn't get it together.
I wish they'd never split up because it's like, damn, I wonder what we could have had from now to then.
That's very true. That's true. That's true for a lot of bands. You know, what if somebody didn't die? What if they didn't split up and all that? What could they have done, or would it have even mattered? Would they, would they have?
Like Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 literally set at Billboard 1 and 2. Like Use Your Illusion 1 was at 1 and 2 was in 2, which was the craziest thing ever. Like both albums at the Billboard charts at the same time is wild as shit.
Right.
And like, dude, and that riff to November Rain, oh my god.
Right.
He gets 2 or 3 solos and they just are straight amazing.
Definitely. But I tell you what sets November Rain apart for me is it's an epic ballad. It's epic. It's a grand scale. It's a very long song. And that
storytelling too.
It's storytelling. That piano and a rock ballad, it just set it apart for me. Like growing up when November Rain came out, I'm like, what is this? A flipping piano and a rock ballad? It's almost, if you take that song,
I love the piano.
If you take that song and break it down, it's almost structured like an orchestra or a symphony. You got the piano soft, and you got the crescendo build all the way up to Slash's first solo, and then it kind of maybe dies down a little bit and back up to his second. I mean, it's just it's
and like
perfectly
at one point,
structured.
it's like the song ends, like it just everything stops, and then they just pick right back up.
Yeah, back to the piano. Dun, 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 dun,
and
I was
like picks straight up.
And it's structured like a symphony, dude, like an orchestra or something. It's so beautiful, very well done. Easily one of my top songs by them. Easily.
I'd say by GNR, my top song is a little off the beaten path, but and it wasn't even officially released on a Guns N' Roses album until after it was released on this. Mine is Civil War, and I know you all heard it. Okay, War. But now a little backstory on Civil War. Civil War was actually a charity CD, like a benefit CD that came out, and it's got I actually got that CD off of a company called BMG, and it was one of these free ones that
used to rip them off all the time.
Used to rip them off all the time. But
you ever heard of BMG? Is that back in our day? So you used to be able to get used to be able to get 10 CDs when music was still on disc. You get 10 CDs for a penny, but you had to join this club, and then you had to buy like five a month or 5 every 3 months or something like that. At full price, but you get your first 10 for 1 penny. So you get that first 10 for a penny and then hide like a motherfucker.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many return to senders we put on that. But anyways, I got this CD. I got this CD from VMG. Of course, you open it. It's like it's the CD. The CD is actually, I got it over there, but I'm not going to go through my CDs. But it's actually called Nobody's Child, and it's benefiting the Romanians were having a civil war in the 90s. So it's a benefit CD to benefit children over there going through that. And so Nobody's Child was a song by the Traveling Wilburys, and I kind of like them. I enjoyed that song, but I was scrolling down through the CD, and Clapton's on it, Stevie Wonder's on it, but anyway, so it had Guns N' Roses, and I thought, that's out of place. So I give it a shot, and the character from Cool Hand Luke. His name is Captain. I don't know his real name, but he's the guy speaking at the first of it. And the one, it did release on Use Your Illusion 2, but that was in 93. But the song first came out in 1990. And they just wrote it as a benefit because of that Civil War going on over there. So it was re-released, and they've recut the track, done some additions to it. I like the Use Your Illusion, but the actual first one that came out on that album was pretty tough, and it showed Guns N' Roses can, I mean, they're in with like Van Morrison, the Bee Gees, Billy Idol, Elton John. I've got it pulled up right here just to, reference it. But I've actually got that CD, and I actually enjoyed Civil War on that album a little bit more than
Use Your Illusion?
The Use Your Illusion version. But the Use Your Illusion version is pumped up a little bit more. They've made it a little bit more dynamic and added some more stuff into it. But yes,
they were
it
always dynamic with their shit. That's what I think a lot of it was why I like them too.
Well, it also depends on how you. I hate to be the audio music nerd that I am, but I mean, this is a music episode. It also depends on how you view dynamics. Like what your definition of dynamics is by comparison to what the literal musical term is.
Yeah.
Like the literal musical term, they also do extremely well. We just talked about it in November Rain. The quiet parts are impactful, are just as impactful as the major loud parts. Yep. That's dynamics and chemistry, band chemistry. That shows a lot of stuff when you're willing to take a back seat to somebody else's moment on stage, in recordings, whatever. The dynamics between making the quiet parts just as huge as the loud solo heavy parts.
Right.
That's dynamics, and you can create that wave pattern within your music. Everything drops out for vocals, at certain points. That's the literal term of like music dynamics within a band.
Can we talk about fate? Like, we about literally seconds off of anything, and Sweet Child of Mine, their biggest song ever, never existed. It only happened because Slash was sitting in the living room with Duff, and they were just goofing around on a guitar, and he found the fucking rhythm, and Slash went upstairs, and he overheard it and started writing lyrics, and then he went down there and said, play that riff again.
Axel went upstairs?
Yeah, Axel.
Okay.
Yeah, Axel, Axel went upstairs and just heard it by a glimpse. Like, if that never happened, like, if he was outside doing something, or just wasn't there, Sweet Child of Mine probably would have never even existed. I thought that was so crazy.
So
that is crazy.
Is that legitimately their top selling song, Sweet Child of Mine?
I don't know if it
I don't know.
But I know
it's definitely one of them. But
definitely one of them. Yeah.
You'd said that. I didn't know if it was officially that.
That's what we call being built different.
Yeah. That's creative raising its beautiful, glorious head in the perfect time. That's just. I don't know how to describe it. When it hits, and you just hold on for the ride 99% of the time. You hear a lot of creative people just say they catch that wave. It's always there around us, and they tune into it. Not creativity comes to them. You hear a lot, and I've been there. I've been part of it. Not on the extreme level to have a number one song in the world or anything remotely close to that. Even on my little level, to be able to tune in, even on my little level, to be able to tune in to creativity, it's unbelievable how that stuff works. I feel like, because you really just grab a hold of it and hold on, and when you come back to your body, most of the times you've got something and you don't know how it just hits you, but it did. So yeah, when it raises its glorious head, creativity is a beautiful thing.
Oh yeah, dude, and like just everything about it, like if the guitar was off tuned by just a hair, that never would have happened. It's like. Some of this shit, like that's with anybody that created all these hit songs. The guitar's not tuned right. they don't hit it. They never like okay, just keep going. And like it's
Yeah.
just it's like fate, bro. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
Sweet Child of Mine became their number one hit on the Billboard Hot 100s.
Yeah, that was the top spot, but that was for Billboard. But there's a lot of people that overlook one song that actually launched them into superstardom. That was probably I remember early on that I don't know if y'all ever heard of. I know Daniel has, but y'all probably never heard of a VH1. They did a top poll of the top heaviest hitting rock songs, and Welcome to the Jungle.
Right.
They did a survey of like 20 million people or something, and Welcome to the Jungle was ranked the top song as far as rock songs, and that's actually the song that launched them into it. And Sweet Child of Mine was out at the same point in time. So
Yeah.
I think as it evolves, and that's what the case with all bands, as everything evolves, you know, you get more songs and more songs, but it's what's played the most or whatever. But at certain stages in their life, you know,
Yeah.
I would say as far as rock songs go, that, you know, I mean, Civil War wasn't released till after that, but I mean, that's it. It's just on how the individual views the song, what their top hit would be.
Right.
Yeah.
But now,
Yeah, like I said, Appetite of Destruction. I have literally every song from them. Like Night Train, I think is a great one.
Yeah.
Like I think it's the melodies for me, the solos,
Another-
and the way
no-
he sings.
just and like Daniel said on the Terminator, "You Could Be Mine." That is
You
like
Could Be Mine.
You Could Be Mine is
I
a
love
good
that song.
flowing song, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to go back and talk about something real quick for our younger viewers, Reba Red mentioned VH1. Back in our day when we were growing up, MTV actually stood for music television.
Television.
And from midnight to 11:59 the next night, they was music videos all day long.
Yeah.
Kind of like YouTube,
Every day.
yeah.
It was music video,
like, it was like
and they
strictly-
had different time slots, like from 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 is rock music, from 3 to 4 is rap music or hip hop. And it had different time blocks, like a radio station almost, but it was music video after music video after music video. So I mean, and it evolved into its own TV shows, its own stuff, always centered around music, and now it's evolved into, or devolved into, whatever the heck it is now. But
And no, it's devolved into nothing. As far as I know,
Yeah.
MTV don't even exist anymore.
but MTV
They
and
gave everything up, yeah.
MTV and VH1 was their competitor channel, and they showed music videos. They did, user polls and stuff like that, and
think
you
YouTube
actually
killed
got
MTV.
to participate in what videos you wanted to see. So you could vote. You could. It was even before the internet. You had to call like 1-800 numbers and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. To actually
that. That's
vote.
cool.
To actually vote on what's like you. They would have live shows. MTV made it famous. They had live shows where they would do live polls, and whatever won would be the next video that they would show. So it's like they would do it in advance enough to where you could actually have time to vote, and that would be the next video. And they just revolutionized the music industry to bring it to the people, because like you only had radio. That was the only way you could access music in the world, unless you went to your record stores, your CD stores, stuff like that. But to actually, when the music video came out and became popular and all this other stuff and exploded, that helped the music industry get the music to the people and fans and stuff like that. And I think music exploded. Not that it wasn't huge back in, the 60s or 70s or whatever, but I think the invention of the music video and MTV exploded, and that helped GNR a lot too. I really do believe that. Never heard of GNR in my entire life, but I can tell you almost scene for scene Welcome to the Jungle video
Welcome to the
because I've
Jungle.
seen it so many times because it was literally played
Phenomenal.
25 times a day on
Starts off walking out of a bus with a
Yeah.
not a guitar, but a suitcase.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all that's filmed in Cincinnati too. I do believe Cincinnati and L.A. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But but yeah. So I don't know if Don't Cry is probably my favorite, and it's a ballad.
Cry.
It's a ballad.
Don't you cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm just going off. I don't really want to do remakes because I love Knocking on Heaven's Door, but I mean, I still that's their version of a Bob Dylan song. I'm trying to stay away from that. I'm trying to stay pure GNR. Now they made it their own. Don't get me wrong. Knocking on Heaven's
100%.
Door is phenomenal by comparison to Bob Dylan. But I'm still trying to stay away from that. I'm just pure GNR. I love Don't Cry. I don't know why. I love the lyrics in it or the story in it. It's very cool.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I know literally word for word of literally every song that. I won't say. I know word for Appetite of Destruction. Word for word for Use Your Illusion 1 and 2. One or two songs, the Chinese Democracy. The Absurd, listen to Absurd, which is a newer song, and I know the words for Atlas and No One, the two new ones that just recently released like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And I can sing them just like Axl, Hidden Talent. Oh my god. When you
And
give me that car, dude, and they fucking on my playlist.
His voice always killed me, dude. And then, like
Hey,
I
let
said,
me tell you, it hurts like hell when you get done singing, but damn it.
Later in my life,
Puts me in a mood, bruh.
when I started actually playing guitar and realized just how talented and how crazy good Slash was, I instantly felt sorry for Slash. I was like, man, they're superstars. You should not feel sorry for them. But man, to be such a talented and be stuck with Axl. Like I said, this was me back in the day thinking about this stuff. It's like, well, I wonder what Slash could do if he had a better singer. And then he got one and a couple other bands, and they weren't as good. Like, he had one band outside.
Slither.
Well, so then we'll say two, but yeah, and they had hits, but they weren't GNR. It's like, oh my god. So in my eyes, Slash
They can't
made
work without each
GNR.
other.
Yeah, in my eyes, as a guitarist at that point in time, as a songwriter, whatever, it's like Slash was the best in the band, but yet when he tried to do other stuff, they weren't as good as GNR. It's like, okay, so what's missing? And it's the part that I dislike the most, Axl. I'm like, holy crap! It's like when that hits in that moment. Like I said, that band. Just, I don't know, you cannot argue. Like I said, I don't like Axl's voice. I never have, but he's a great songwriter, great stage presence, and for what his voice is, as screechy and crazy as it is, it fits, and it is undeniably GNR.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't have no arguments because, like I said,
Slash's solos too, bro. Every song they just hit.
Yeah.
Like in certain ones, like the slower paced ones, dude. They just put like it makes me. I don't know. It makes me feel like the slow start of the damn Sweet Child of Mine solo, the calm vibe of November Rain. It just makes me like almost like levitate in a certain way. Like I don't know how to explain the feeling, but it's like, and then you got like their crazy ones like Night Train and Off the Wall with like Welcome to the Jungle type vibe ones, and it's just like, damn, man. I get in that damn car and I put on Guns N' Roses and I'm going down the damn highway coming home, and I ain't tired. I'm screaming to the top of my lungs like Axl Rose, bro. And it's fucking. I'll tell you, I've got pretty damn good at it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something else. It fucking hurts when I get home, but I don't care.
All right. So what else you got? Or you got any more on GNR?
Guns N' Roses. Oh, I quick glance over a concert. Went to their concert in 2023. So this was the side that everybody's like.
This is Fat Axl, huh?
No, he actually got Fat Axel was from like 2016 till fucking 2020.
I think that's the last time that I've seen Axel like a picture.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen him in person, but I mean, or in live, but in videos. Fat Axel was crazy.
Like 2016 to 2020, 2021.
Poor old dude.
But now he was slimmed back down in 2023.
That's
but
good.
nah, and like everybody hates on it. Like, why don't they just retire now? And I understand it, but like once you've had 3 fucking vocal cord surgeries, the doctor tells you, hey, you sing like that again, you're fucking not talking no more. I mean, I get it. Now he did a little bit of his old voice while there. Like when I went, I like honestly, I just thought it was phenomenal. And I can show clips too. I could post them in the podcast if you want. Might get copyrighted though, so I don't know. But dude, fucking the stage presence was fantastic. Slash was badass. The damn piano, when they brought the piano out for the November Rain.
Yeah.
He was sitting on a Harley Davidson playing the piano.
That's
It
cool.
was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, his stage presence for Axel is, like I said, and even in his younger days when he's running like a madman across the stage,
God.
and like putting on a show in a stage presence is definitely something that I
Dude, and I don't know how
idolize.
hell he had to be such good shape because like when I'm singing, like I get out of breath when I sing his songs, like as him. So I'm like, how the fuck is he running around and shit, jumping up and down, jumping off like stages and shit.
Yeah.
Like God, but like, dude, the stage presence was great. The audio, like the music, like he had it dumbed down a little bit for his vocals, but he can still hit his old style just when he wants to. I heard it, like his old self come out of him like perfectly, and I was like, damn, why does he not sing like this? And I got into looking it up a little bit more. His doctor basically told him he sings like that for another tour, he's not going to be able to fix it. Like he said, this third last time you're done. You ripped again, dude, you're done. So, understandable why he sings like Mickey Mouse now, the way they compare him. Kind of got that Mickey Mouse sound now. Welcome to the jungle, baby.
Fuck yourself.
The preserve talking. I'm like, bro, what do you need to talk anymore? Just rip it out. No, I'm kidding. That would suck. But yeah, so concert wise, that was fantastic. I wish I had enough money to get in the mosh pit, but that was like we took 4 people, and it was like 1,200 for the mosh pit. So like times that by 4.
That's definitely a young man's.
We did get some
area.
pretty good close seats though. We did get some pretty good close seats.
I'd rather enjoy the show than leave home beat the fuck up. But I can see the appeal. Don't get me wrong, I can see it.
That'd be and this could be cut out or not because I don't know if it's on topic. But there was one guy. There was another ethnicity, we'll call it, an Indonesian who was by himself, dude, having the time of his life. Dude, I was like, yo, this is fire.
Yeah. I mean, when you're a worldwide, arguably one of the top 10 best bands, and especially in their generation, when they were hitting, they were the top band in the entire world. Your music is worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So to have that level of popularity, you know, there's very few people on the planet. Even you could be the top seller in America and people never heard of you anywhere else. Right. But for somebody that's like worldwide popular like that, that is a phenomenon and a wave that very few, you know. Today I feel like today it's a little bit easier. Like I said, there's access to music in here. You just type it in your computer and you can listen to anything ever. But I'm telling you, back in the day, there was no internet. You had music videos that really helped the industry. But if you didn't have a local radio station that played that genre of music, I don't know how you found it.
Right.
I mean, you just had to go to your record shops and be like, if they let you listen to stuff, you know, like then I could find something that's out of the. But I'm telling you, it was definitely harder to find obscure stuff back in the day. There was no access to internet. There was no, like we had back when the mall we
Man.
had when our teenage years when the Richmond Mall was popping, there was a CD store in there that they actually had listening booths. So like you could go pick out stuff that you never heard of with no, but as I said, before internet, and actually take it and listen to it for a little while, and then you could buy it if you wanted
Right.
to or whatever. That if it wasn't for that, there's no way you could ever hear stuff like that wasn't outside of America or.
You had, who was?
Appetite of Destruction sold 30 million copies.
Did
when it came
hey,
out.
was Hastings was
That's crazy.
Was it in the old mall?
At one point in time, yeah.
And
No, I
then it
miss
moved down to
Hastings.
the new mall. Then they closed it down.
Yeah, but
And
there
then
was
you
there
had
was there was another
there were
place. There was another place
record-
before Hastings was in the mall. Because Hastings was a second. There was there was one before that. It was like C.
Oh
C.
no. What was that
I can't
CD store?
Yeah, I can't
I
remember.
know. Record Smith was down behind, right across the road from, well, a little bit down the road from where Speedway was. You had Record Smith because it became a
The guitar shop,
It became a guitar shop after
And they-
Record Smith left,
and then they moved downtown.
and then what was that CD store?
I don't know. That was the very first one in the mall. I can't remember it, and it lasted like 3 or 4 years, and then went out. Record Smith came in, or Hastings came in.
Yeah,
I don't remember, but yeah, 40 minutes on GNR. You got anything else? Or is that it?
Yeah. Other than GNR, I got Metallica on there, but he talked about that. Metallica's a great band.
Well, let's
Hmm?
just name your top song.
Top song. Top song.
Yeah.
Master Puppets.
Wow. Okay.
For sure.
Dang,
Master
listen to his choices. Actually, are you hearing these? Like, is it just me that's like picking up on these?
No, from the Bell Tolls. Maybe. What's that?
It's just-
What is that one? That one's my favorite
Yes,
from them.
from
Who the
Bell
Bell
Tolls.
Tolls.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that's
That's my
got
favorite.
That's got one of my favorite lyrics from Metallica in there. Hetfield could write some lyrics for what I'm telling you, and some guitar
Yeah.
solos.
Yeah. Nirvana. I like Nirvana.
Yeah, you can't. Like I said, you gonna name a band, you gotta at least name your top song. Band song.
Oh.
Band song.
Band song.
I mean, it
Shit.
don't have to
Nirvana,
be. It don't have to be on
that's
your
my-
top list of songs. But if you're gonna name a band, you gotta at least name one of their songs.
Freaking Nirvana's that what's that?
Smell Like Teen Spirit.
God.
That's what everybody
Yeah,
loves.
Teen Spirit.
Of course. God,
I like Teen Spirit.
I mean, it changed my life, but
I like Linkin Park.
that's the one band from your lifetime that I've ever heard you talk about, and that's why I said at the top of this thing, it says you're an anomaly that I really want to test my theory against, because it's worked for everybody that I've talked to about it. Everybody that I've talked to about it, and I've even got my wife thinking about this, and she's gave me a couple of songs, and she's like, I'm just trying to think of more songs. I'm like, well, the two you gave me still fits. It still works in
Yeah.
my theory. Everybody in this group that I've got songs and stuff from, my theory fits, and it's so crazy to hear. You're the one anomaly that I've like I said, I had most of your stuff is before your lifetime, so Linkin Park is one of the top ones from your lifetime that I've heard you talk about anyway. So what's your Park song?
Probably the freaking I like some of their lower like Somewhere I Belong. I like that one. Crawling. That one's pretty good.
Poor old Chester.
I know.
Tortured Souls, man.
And it was like in his lyrics, it's like, man, how come no one asked if this guy was okay? And if they did, then that's great. But like,
yeah.
it's almost in every one of his songs on how much tormented he had towards himself.
And
Which sucks.
It really does, man. And like I said, I got a lot of that too. And I really hate to put that out on podcasts. First of all, I'm not suicidal. Let me say this right off the bat. Not that I've never thought about it, because I have. I do
think
have
everybody has at one point.
at
though.
one point in time, but I mean, as far as like seriously contemplated it a time or two in my life,
Right.
yeah, of course. But I think that's it sucks.
It's a good thing you
It sucks to
overcome that
pigeonhole
hump,
people,
though.
man. But like soft-hearted, creative people really have a tough time in the world, man. We really do, and I don't know how to describe it to people that don't have it. Because,
Like,
but
dude,
it's just I don't know, man. It eats us alive.
like, yeah, and then like you could tell, like even in his naming, like the names of the songs had like drought to them, like
Yeah.
giving up, burn it down. In the end, like
Yeah.
he's talking like in the end, nothing matters. Like that's
Yeah.
like, damn, man.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it happened right after they got off of vacation too, which was even more sad. I'm like, man, I wish someone would have been like, yo, man, everything's gonna be good.
Right.
Yeah, that sucks. But I got AC/DC, Aerosmith on here, dude.
Yeah. Two humongous bands.
I got Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
No
That's
Alice
crazy.
Cooper.
Nah, well,
no,
not
he
as
was just
much
saying,
as
'cause
not
I
as
had
much as
Alice
your
Cooper.
last two. Not that he's not a rock and roll legend, but your other two are definitely
Yeah, Black Sabbath. Got to go with Black Sabbath.
everybody
Ozzy
loves.
Osbourne. I'm pretty sure he started hard rock, anyways.
Nah, I don't know
From
about
what
all
I've
that.
heard, anyways.
I don't know about all that. I'm not going to give you an argument, but I will say that there's a handful of iconic voices in the world, love them or hate them, and Ozzy's definitely one of them. And also, let me throw this out there because I personally don't hear it enough, but Ozzy, I gotta give Ozzy his flowers because the man was a hell of a songwriter also. And I don't think he
right.
gets enough credit for that.
I got a lot of
He's
his
a
songs
great
on
showman on stage, great voice, great, all this stuff, but he was a hell of a songwriter also, and definitely
When he
needs
was
more.
with Black Sabbath and by himself was great, dude.
Yeah, he
I got
def-
so many of his songs. Like Hellraiser, No More Tears.
Yeah.
Um,
Mom, I'm
Great
coming home.
song.
Can't listen
Mom,
to that.
I'm coming home.
I can't. I have not been able to make it through that song since he died. I can't. I
Oh, I
can't.
know.
It's tough.
I think it was his last song he sung on stage too.
Yeah. I have not.
Like,
I
man.
have not been able to listen to the song
Makes you
all the
just
way
wonder,
through.
like, if he knew if.
Sometimes you
like-
do, man. Sometimes you do.
I wish I could have watched that farewell tour, dude. There was so many legends at that damn concert.
Yeah.
Oh, why did it have to be over in England? I mean, I know that's where he's from and shit, but like,
Right.
damn. I wish I could have went.
Yeah.
He had like Guns N' Roses there, freaking
Yeah.
Metallica and all of them, dude. Shit. CCR, I got them on there.
I mean, here's some of these songs,
Old
man. Come
school.
on.
Old school CCR.
What's some of these
Run
songs?
Through the Jungle, Susie Q.
You had mentioned Aerosmith and whoever you said before Aerosmith. What was it? What was above that?
AC/DC.
What was it? Yeah, give me some songs. Listen to these screechy
Hells Bells.
these screechy voices he's pulling out. I'm pigeonholing Andrew right now. These screamos, Linkin Park.
No.
no.
I like the screaming
No,
to
no.
an extent, but not the whole song.
I'm
like I
honing
can't
in-
hear.
I'm honing in on
They
this
gotta
theory,
have
bro.
lyrics behind them. They gotta have lyrics
I
behind them.
understand that, but I'm honing in on this theory.
Now I do got some Pantera on here, but like,
Pantera. Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm pigeon.
R.I.P. to
I've got your box painted. I've got your box painted in these screechy voices. Not that.
I like Angel also. Angel by Aerosmith. Good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Andrew seems the type of guy that would fart more than screech.
I got a lot, and like Avenged Sevenfold too. That's kind of like a newer style band. Avenged,
okay.
Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay.
Hail to the King. on
Yeah.
there.
So that'd be their second drummer.
Nightmare.
That's the Avenged Sevenfold has two eras. And forgive me, Avenged Sevenfold fans, if you're listening, that you probably got more than that. But from what I know about Avenged Sevenfold is they got famous with one drummer and then changed drummers, and it's kind of looked at from their fan base as he's not as talented or not doesn't suit the band as much as the first guy did. I don't know if I'm wrong on that or not, but I do remember hearing this a lot, is that their second drummer, I don't know, you love him or hate him. And so I heard a bunch of their stuff before them, and I've only heard Hail to the King since then. So I kind of stopped listening, or if it was not on the radio.
Yeah, I got Almost Easy and Lost by them, Nightmare, Welcome to the Family, Backcountry. I got a couple by them.
So real quick,
rock and roll is not the only thing I listen to. These are just like rock bands.
right,
Like I do got rap music, country music.
right. It's the stuff you're drawn to is more rock, though.
Yeah, mostly.
I'm pretty equally balanced. I always have been.
Like for pop and stuff, like every now and then Bruno Mars sounds pretty good. Like I don't know if you know who that is. You know, like Eminem. Can't have a list without Eminem.
Agree.
Can't have a list without Eminem. I got Lil Wayne on here. Florida Georgia Line, Luke Combs, Michael Jackson, Morgan Wallen, Bradley Gilbert.
Yeah, I like Morgan Wallen a lot
Bottoms
too.
Up, baby.
I like
Bradley Gilbert too.
Bradley Gilbert. I only know
Bottoms
a handful
Up.
of his songs. I do like what I've heard. Yeah.
Country Must Be Wide.
Country God, yeah.
Yeah.
What was
Son
it?
of the Dirt.
What was his very first hit? That's the one that I
Bottoms
remember.
Up. Bottoms Up, I think.
No, he had a Brantley Gilbert had a song that it felt more southern rock than it did country with the guitars and stuff in it, but I can't remember what that song
Got
was.
one hell of a name, man.
Country Must Be Country Road.
Was that it?
No.
Was that his very first hit? Maybe that's what I'm thinking
Bottoms Up.
Yeah, it was Country Must Be Country Road.
His first radio hit.
Every state in the nation, something playing Hank, Willie, and Waylon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Hank William Way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of his first hits.
Nice.
Yeah, you got Jason Aldean too. I
Yep.
like him too.
Yep. He's got
Bradley
one.
Gilbert's wrote a bunch for him.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. He was Jason Aldean's one of his top writers for a little while.
Really?
Yep.
Bradley Gilbert was?
Yep, before he got his own career. That's what I'm saying. Most of the
I did not
time.
know that.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd learn something in these episodes, but yeah. So most times, even well, you had mentioned somebody else now, and I can't. You kind of was going through the list so fast, but most people, especially in country music, like you can't get deals unless you start off somewhere, and a lot of these people start out as songwriters. Jason, or what's his name, Chris Stapleton, huge voice, huge, couldn't get a deal. He was a songwriter first. He wrote hits, and then he got a deal.
Right.
Like you cannot deny Chris Stapleton's voice. Oh my God, it gives me goosebumps. Phenomenal, soulful voice. Could not get a deal, bro. He was a songwriter and worked his way up. A lot of these people start off as songwriters first, and they work their way through the business. That's why that's why I focus so hard on my writing more than I did anything else. Is I thought that'd be my foot in the door, and couldn't even get to that. Especially nowadays with AI crap, they're killing me. But anyways.
Yeah, can't leave out the GOAT, Eminem.
Yeah.
Look at them albums, son.
Yeah.
That's on my playlist.
Right.
Yeah, he loves a Slim Shady.
Yeah.
Like, look at all these albums, bro. This is in my library.
Right.
All of them. Like, these are artists. Like, all of these. And they're, like, up and down everywhere.
Right.
Like, they are just straight. We got rock and roll, soft rock, hard rock, country, rap, pop. Like I got DMX on here, Drake, Kendrick Lamar. Those are a couple of new guys.
Right.
Newer guys. I got so many. Like I just like that's why I wrote down like I got the Eagles on here, Hotel California, Take It Easy. Like I'm I'm everywhere with my list, man.
Right. But like I said, I think I
Michael
had said this.
Jackson.
I had said this at one point in time. Is liking one or two of their songs is a huge difference between having them on your top 5 lists. That's why I asked for
Yeah, my
top five
top five is
list
Guns N'
more than
Roses,
anything, other than just saying you like a handful of their songs.
Right. Yeah, my top 5 is obviously Guns N' Roses at 1, Eminem, Metallica, and then like Jay-Z, Tupac, 1, Juice WRLD.
Yeah. Okay.
Juice WRLD?
No, we've talked about rock
Oh,
stuff
name-
forever, and you're like your top 5, and it's one band and all rappers, and I'm like,
no,
okay, you totally throw me for a loop there. Okay.
Oh, well, I got, Metallica and AC/DC.
Well, I
on
mean,
there.
like your hard top 5. If you
yeah.
gun to your head, this is my top 5. Go.
Okay. Guns N' Roses, Metallica, AC/DC, Eminem,
One more.
Ozzy Osbourne.
That's 5. Works for me.
Yeah, Three Doors Down too. Yeah. All right. Yep. That's mine. Favorite album of all times. Appetite Destruction though.
One quick
hands down.
thing. One quick thing before I let Andrew off the hook here.
Every lyric of that song. Or
So,
album.
if you had to close your eyes, I'm gonna ask 2 questions, and I only want one answer. And I know they're gonna be difficult.
Okay.
If you had to close your eyes and think of your favorite lyric, favorite line of all time, any genre, favorite sentence, a favorite lyric in a song, and I won't hold you to it because, like I said, it's on the spur of the moment, off the top of your head. What? Yeah, just like favorite lyric that you would think about. Like, I like giving songwriters props, so I like to hear what stands out. Is that, like I said, in the intro of this episode, I pulled some lyrics out and mixed them into my intro. So I'm big on lyrics just as much as I am on guitar riffs.
Lyric wise,
You can look at your list and see any of your songs and see if any lyrics jump out at you.
I think it had to be November Rain.
What line?
Jesus.
I like the whole love story. There is a great song.
Yeah. God. That's hard. I like.
All right, so make it a little bit easier then. Like either or, one or two, either your favorite guitar riff or favorite guitar solo, one or the other. Like the verse patterns, the riff, or like solo, your favorite, which just one, like favorite guitar part.
Solo?
No, favorite guitar part, period, in a song. It could be a solo or it could just be like the main riff of the song.
I think I'm gonna have to give it to November Rain.
Still? The solo?
Yeah. Solo November, like it stops and then it picks back up, and I did it just.
So definitely November Rain's probably your favorite GNR song of all time then. From what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
November, yeah.
All right.
Child of Mine, November
So
Rain,
you want
Max
to talk
Rain,
about a
yeah.
crazy mixed up list.
Oh shit. That one's on there too.
What?
3 Days Grace. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite bands, but
That was I think that's one of Reaper's bands too, wasn't it? 3 Days
Yeah.
Grace?
I think so.
Yeah,
And you-
3 Days Grace.
You like 3 Days Grace?
That's on my part too.
All right. So
All right, let's kick it off. Your turn, Music Man. Jesus Christ.
so many on my list that we've kind of already touched on, but I feel like I have to touch on them because it's my list. I don't know if I'm about like you guys. I don't know if I could actually like box mine into an official top 5. I struggle with that so much. But I'm gonna go a little backwards because I'm gonna do like a countdown instead, because the top 3 officially changed my life, no question about it. So if I had to start from the bottom of my air quote top 5 list, I'm just gonna stick to rock and country music because that's my top tier. But I absolutely do love everything like you guys had talked about. I'm a huge Eminem fan and a huge Tupac fan. That's really like my
Tupac,
top like hip hop rap stuff. I've listened
Tupac,
to a lot of
Eminem.
Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and stuff like that. They're icons, and Jay-Z and all. I've listened, but personally and this is what these lists are, is personal opinions. I don't put anybody above Tupac and Eminem. So that's
my list too,
about all I'll talk about as far as anything other than rock or country. So if I had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm trying to get a quick 5. All right, so I'll just do first on my list was I'll start with country, just because that's number 5 on my list, is an icon, George Strait. I don't think there's only one country music star in the world that has more radio songs than George Strait. Now, granted, George Strait's career has spanned 50 some years.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember at the top of this thing, it might have been Darren Reaper's top 5 or somebody's top 5 is talking about, we talked about stage presence and stage performance, and we did just with GNR or whatever, going crazy. George Strait is iconic for no stage presence whatsoever. The man has a great voice. He's a great singer. He's a great guitar, an average guitar guy. But this is what you go to see him live in concert, he stands behind a microphone with his guitar and does not move. And he puts on a show by singing. It's boring, but I'm telling you, he has so many hits. Probably his top song for him was I Can Still Make Cheyenne. I love the song. Yep. And like I said, my theory, if you want to know more about me as a human being, go back when this episode comes out and listen to these songs, because every single one of these songs fall right in perfect line with my life. T for T, line for line, word for word. Still Make Cheyenne is about somebody that puts his dream above everything else in his life. His wife says she's going to leave him, and he's like, well, I guess I can still go. I can still make Cheyenne to be a rodeo. I can go ride this bull. See you. He puts his dream and his love for his passion above everything else in his life. Like I said, it sucks. It sucks to be this human being sometimes, but there is nothing in my life that I feel like that I would not give up in a heartbeat to have one shot on stage in front of 1 million people. Sad, but it is. It's true. So that's George Strait, number 5. Anybody got anything George Strait?
I've heard a lot of his songs.
He's got a ton, man. He's got a ton. He's very iconic, old school-ish country voice. Great singer. I ain't gonna say he's a songwriter because he wrote a handful, but nothing.
I'd say Blue Clear Sky.
Out of the Blue Clear Sky. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so we get into my top 4, and they're all, 3 out of the 4 are rock bands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I did kind of screw up. I am saying 6, but I had to throw at least 2 countries in there. The next one is technically number 5, because George Strait would have been number 6 if I had them numbered correctly on my screen. Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains is huge. No, I don't know if anybody has mentioned them. Somebody may have mentioned them, but Alice in Chains is absolutely iconic. Lane Staley is another humongous voice in the rock.
Yep.
In the rock music genre. Everybody loved Lane Staley's voice. But what I would like to argue also as an Alice in Chains fan is the guitarist who still continues to carry on the Alice in Chains name is absolutely phenomenal too. He's a hell of a guitarist.
Jerry Cantrell.
Yeah, Jerry Cantrell is phenomenal. I wouldn't necessarily. He's not necessarily on my top 5 list, but he is a top 10 best guitarist that I love a lot. He's a great guy, or great guitarist. A lot of their songs, I have a hard time picking an Alice in Chains song because all their radio songs are absolutely phenomenal. If you don't like Alice in Chains, just type in top 5 Alice in Chains songs and listen to the soul and that man's voice. Good. Yeah, that Alice in Chains voice is so good. I guess a lot of people go with Nutshell and stuff like that. I'm a little different on Alice in Chains. It's hard for me to pick an Alice in Chains song because I listen to them so much on repeat. I guess Wood would be one of the top favorite if I could. Would you? Like a couple. I don't know. Alice in Chains is huge. And then we're gonna go back. Top 4. First band that I ever remember liking in my whole entire life.
Alrighty.
Like when I got to pick my own music. When I got to pick my own music, you know that moment when you're forced to ride with mom and dad in the car because you're too young and you don't have control over the radio. You have to listen to what mom and dad picks. It's like
I think that was a big influence on why
maybe GNR.
Dad listened to a lot of Guns N' Roses too.
See,
I watched Terminator when I was little too.
Right, so that's what I'm getting at. I've got these boxes painted in these categories.
Dad had the CD of Appetite of Destruction.
So, like I said, when I was growing up, we had 2 radio stations that switched between in my car. That was it. My mom and dad would not change. They listened to 94.5 pop music, old school pop music, stuff like that, and then country. That was it.
He loved the highway.
That was it. So when I got old enough to, listen to my own music and start getting into music in depth, the first band that I ever fell in love with was Bad Company. And yes, that is a song and it is a band. Bad Company was I love them. I love them to this day. I watched
Good pick, bro.
Do what?
Bad Company's great.
Yeah. So they have a lot of radio hits and stuff too. But man, I don't know. I don't even know to begin with Bad Company. Like probably have my top song of all time. Hold on, let me check something real quick. I should have did this. Technically, Bad Company was one of the first mega. They were a super group. They were formed out of a lot of different parts and bands. A lot of people don't really know that too. But
really?
Yep, they were the first summer group. They came from a couple different bands from England. And formed their band, but none of their bands were as popular as what Bad Company became. But yeah, they're considered a super group. But Paul Rodgers is an iconic voice. He's the singer of Bad Company. There's in rock music, as far as rock music goes, there's only a handful of voices that I feel like are better or on par. I love his voice soothes me. His storytelling, songwriting skills soothes me. But I really hated to talk about this one in the countdown list that way because Bad Company, like I said, they have probably my top song of all time, and that is Shooting Star.
That's a good one.
Once again, we're getting into this theory. Shooting Star lyrically tells a story of a little boy who falls in love with music, learns to play guitar, and leaves home to be a rock star. And he makes it. Everybody in the world wants to hear him play and sing. But the lyrics of the song clearly state that he's a one-hit wonder. And he can never reach that height again. And he ends up committing suicide and dying. Dang. It's a tragedy. It's the #1 song in the world because once again, he gave up everything for a shot and he got it. He was a one-hit wonder and then could never get there again, and he died. Killed himself. That's Shooting Star. Top song probably of all time. Of any genre. And they have many hits. I love Bad Company, and you guys can stop me if y'all want to add it or talk about anything whatsoever.
I have nothing.
Number 3 completely changed my life for everything that it is worth, because like I said, while Bad Company was the first band that I ever loved. I loved them as a band. I got their first 2 albums. And then I kind of fell in love with country music. Started playing guitar and stuff myself. And it was 99% country music because of my number 1 on the list. But I fell in love with country music. Never from the time I was a kid through 1990. 1990, we're going to say 1993. 1993, it was all 99% country music for me. Tupac was outside of country music. Bad Company was outside of country music. Number 2 on my list was outside of country music. But it was all country music until Nirvana. Nirvana changed my life. And it changed.
Hey, you're pretty good into Nirvana, and we met in '94. You was
that's what I said.
Nirvana.
That's what I said. 92, 93, Nirvana changed my life because I was 98, 99% country music. Couldn't get me to hardly listen to anything else at all. And
I did not know that.
Nirvana completely changed my life because, like I said, I was getting into guitar and stuff slightly. But Nirvana opened my eyes to why in the blue hell, as somebody who's passionate about music and stuff as I have, would ever be so single-minded and just stuck in country music when I can listen to everything. I can love more than one genre. I can do, and it just completely opened my eyes. And like Kurt was another poor tortured soul. Who did not understand how to handle fame or got more than what he bargained for, more than he wanted. They became the number 1 band in the entire world. They created an entire genre of music around them. Poor Reaper's falling asleep. I knew he would. No. But like I said, I've loved Nirvana from day one, and it Smells Like Teen Spirit is very iconic.
Oh yeah.
But the problem with it was so produced. It was so produced that even Kurt hated that song. And when I know exactly what he's singing and what he's talking about, because like I said, your most popular song, you'll grow to
everybody expects you to.
You'll grow to hate it eventually. As an artist,
everybody expects you to stay at that spot. Yeah.
And one of my favorite moments ever, and this is on YouTube. You could look it up. I've seen it. One of my most favorite Kurt throwing an attitude on stage. Favorite moments is he got so sick of performing "Smells Like Teen Spirit." They were over in Europe somewhere on a live TV show. And they played a song, and everybody was in it, but they were like, it was Teen Spirit chanting. So he begrudgingly, he wasn't going to play the song on this TV show. So he turned his back to the crowd, detuned his guitar, and turned around and played Smells Like Teen Spirit completely horribly out of tune. He did it on purpose as a middle finger. It was so crazy. I love it.
Oh my God, I gotta look this up.
It's great. He turned his back to the crowd and turned he untuned his guitar to a horrible, and then turned around and plays it all off key. Yep, it's so great. Kurt,
what the hell is this?
Yep, he's like, you want to hear it? Here it is, motherfuckers. But yeah, but Nirvana definitely changed my life. And in the intro, like I said, I pulled lyrics from my favorite songs of all time. And my favorite Nirvana song, I have 3 marked, but it's Dumb. The name of the song's
Good
Don't.
one.
And I
Yeah,
got
like
I
that
got
one.
2 lyrics from there. Is I'm not like my idols. I'm not like them. But every time I touch a guitar, I can pretend. I can strive to be better than what I am. I can strive to give me something to work towards. And maybe that's just my happy. That's just maybe I'm just happy that way, always having something to work towards or whatever. But yeah, that's probably my favorite. Number 2 was also pre-Nirvana days when it was also before when, like I
He
said,
played a lot of his stuff on acoustic kit too.
no,
Like, it
he
wasn't-
didn't. They did Unplugged album and that's it. Unplugged album,
really?
and that was actually released after he was dead too, by the way.
Huh.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
their
the
first.
stunt was in 1991. Band was forced to mime backtracking on the UK TV show Top of the Prop, and in protest as a joke, they deliberately played their instrument out of tune, and lazily, while Kurt Cobain sang the opening lyrics to mock the operic voice.
Yep. It was so crazy. It's one of my favorite Kurt moments. He's like, I didn't want to do this, and y'all trying to. It's like you get so tired of a song. Like I said, there was so much more
Yeah.
than "Smells Like Teen Spirit." "Smells Like
While
Teen
Kurt
Spirit."
famously disliked playing Teen Spirit
Mhm.
live, he generally kept his guitar tuned to standard E, A, D, G.
Mhm.
That's funny as hell. I did not know. I knew he didn't like it, but I didn't know he did that.
Like it opened the door for him. You cannot say that. Like I said, it opened the door. They kicked the door in and said, "Here we are." But they were so much more than that, and a lot of their fake fans or fake people that Kurt viewed them, the frat boys that came to their shows only cared about "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and that's why he grew to hate it, because they were so much more than that, and he had to weed those people out to find his real fans, and that's why they release In Utero, which is more it's unpolished by compared to Nevermind. Nevermind he thought was so overproduced that it wasn't the real them. So In Utero, their technically their third album, was more raw. It was more the way Kurt wanted them to be.
And, like, they had a couple other good bangers too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Heart-Shaped Box.
That's off In Utero. Yep.
Mhm.
Like I said,
like that
their
one.
second album is more raw. It's more them than Nevermind was.
Yeah, like Heart-Shaped Box. All Apologizes. is a great
All
one.
apologies, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very Ape
yeah.
or App. AP.
No, it's Ape.
Okay.
But another one on there. If you like, an
Man
obscure
Who Sold His Soul.
Man Who Sold the World. That's a David Bowie cover. But an obscure Nirvana song, if you like Nirvana or whatever, find Aneurysm. That's a great song. It's one of my top ones by them. But anyways, second on my list, we've talked about them. 3 different people now. Metallica. They were the first like hard rock band that I absolutely loved, and believe it or not, like I love the guitar parts. Don't get me wrong, but I love the guitars. Don't get me wrong, but I absolutely like.
He's like, man, can't even scratch my head around here. Keep
I
your
love-
eyes on the camera.
I love James Hetfield's writing, man.
Dude, James Hetfield's great.
He is a metaphor spinning dude. I love
The way he plays
he
the
paint-
guitar and sings.
Yeah,
at the
I mean
same time is
that's
crazy.
raw talent too. But just from a songwriter standpoint, he can paint pictures, like dark pictures that most people don't even know how to, don't even have to live through, let
bro.
alone can't
They
explain.
got a very dark, tragic history in their band too.
And I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't know if I can even pick a favorite Nirvana or Metallica song. But Jesus, what is the? I'm trying to go through it in my head, just because I have a horrible memory when it comes to song titles more than I have anything else. But the guitar lick in it. I guess it would be. It's probably is For Whom the Bell Tolls, isn't it? Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, 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 dun,
That's the same
that-
one I picked.
That
That
part.
guitar is
Yeah.
so badass.
Yeah, when he kicks into that riff.
He doesn't sing for like a good 2 minutes in it. It's just ba-da-da-da,
That
da-da-da-da.
that riff right there, when that riff kicks in, it's instant goosebumps for me. So I love it, and like I said, it's also got one of my favorite lyrics from Metallica all the time. Is look to the sky, or before you die, it's the last time you will, and that will. That's a great Metallica line. All right, so now we're to my top number one, and I'm sure by now that since I have not mentioned it, Reaper probably knows what this is. But I'm gonna give you youngins. I'm gonna give y'all youngins a little history lesson in the history of music in the United States of America. Who do you think? What band or what person from right now, today, to the first time music ever aired on radio, who do you think the top selling artist or music of all time is? I mean, look how humongous Taylor Swift is right now.
Michael Jackson.
Look how big Michael Jackson was. Who do you think sold more albums than both those people combined?
It was no. Was it Elvis? Are you an Elvis fan? Prince?
No. Set world records that makes Taylor Swift's albums or Taylor Swift's concerts look pathetic.
Fuck Taylor Swift, okay? Fuck her.
Well, I'm just saying, but she's
annoying.
She's the only thing that's in comparison to this person in today's times.
Yeah.
As popular.
Really?
Yep. As popular
I don't even
as
think
she.
Taylor Swift's that popular. I think she's more hated.
No. You cannot argue Taylor Swift's popularity. Look at her Eras tour and all this other stuff. Worldwide records for tours and all this other stuff. Before she even existed, probably on this planet. Dude set records for the highest selling artist in American music. Damn. The biggest concert ever performed on American soil. The most people.
Jesus Christ. I thought you better like. I know Metallica pulled out 1 million people of their shit, but it was a free event, I think. They had to move it to a damn airfield.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. Oh, I've heard this guy.
Country music, Garth Brooks. This is the man that inspired me to be he's also in the songwriters. A lot of people don't understand this, but he's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame also.
Yep.
Oh,
Garth Brooks inspired me to pick up a pen and start writing. As a songwriter, as a stage performer, as a guitar, like I wanted everything that man had. I tried to mimic in my early life, my early songwriting skills. I loved Garth Brooks. Loved everything. And even he stole his stage presence from a man named Chris Ledoux, who's also one of my top 5. But he openly admitted to stealing his stage show from Chris Ledoux. Was a guy from the 80s. But anyways, 70s and 80s. Yeah, there's nobody even remotely close in today's time.
God, I did not mean to do that.
What'd you did?
I looked up Garth Brooks, and there's another Garth Brooks is a porn star actor.
What
and
the
I thought
crap?
It was his autobiography.
What the crap?
And I clicked on it, and I exited out so fast. Do not click on the first link. Oh my God, that was not Garth Brooks.
But yeah, so he's in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. He's put on a hell of a show. I've seen him twice.
There we go. That's
in concert.
Garth Brooks. Jesus Christ.
He probably has more radio hits than. I mean, the closest thing in today's time that we have, honest to God, is Taylor Swift. She has probably more radio hits now, or just as close, pretty damn close, if not more than what Garth had. But there's nobody as far as numbers go that comes close to
The
Taylor.
only person The only person that's ever beat Garth Brooks is not American.
Yeah.
The top people
There's
that
some
have
good
beat Garth
songs.
Brooks is the Beatles,
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
but they're not
The
American.
Beatles ain't from
Right.
America.
No.
No,
Who?
That's
no,
why
God,
I
no,
said.
they're
That's what
from
I said.
England.
That's why I said in this country, like Taylor Swift is like she. I don't even know if she's on the top list, but I know she
Yes,
she
she
is.
is. She is.
She has not beat Garth.
Led Zeppelin's above her.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin. Oh my God.
Actually, Garth Brooks and Elvis Presley are the.
Hey, I got one right. Damn it.
Yeah. I mean, I like.
EP. Shit. Down on Shatter.
Yeah.
He decided to hold in his shit for a whole month for some reason.
Here's your top album you sold in the United States, but this is not USA bands. This is everybody.
Yeah.
The Beatles have 183 million sold. Garth Brooks has 162. Elvis Presley has 146 million. Eagles 120 million. Led Zeppelin 112 million. Taylor Swift 105 million. Michael Jackson 90 million. Billy Joel 89 million. AC/DC 84 million.
Yeah.
Elton John 81 million.
So the
Elton John.
top American artist of all time is Garth Brooks. I love arguing that with these young kids who love Taylor. I don't have a thing against Taylor. She is very extremely popular for a reason. But she still has not beat Garth yet. And all her massive, humongous popularity. Like we haven't seen somebody on Taylor's level since Garth. We hadn't seen anybody on Garth's level since Michael Jackson. And then the Beatles and mixed in there too. But the Beatles, like I'm talking about American. Like the Beatles are humongous too. You cannot argue that. You cannot take anything away from the Beatles whatsoever. But as far as American people go, there is nobody that has come close to Garth.
And Garth Brooks is now second in concerts.
Did Taylor finally beat him?
No.
Who beat him?
Luke Combs.
Luke Combs? For what?
Luke Combs.
For the attendance?
Yeah, that's pretty sure. I actually seen that the other day.
As I thought, the New York,
I love them.
the New York City concert was the largest concert in the United States history for
I
Garth.
love Luke Combs. He's on my list.
He's
I like his older stuff too. No. Ooh, That Summer. That's a good one. The Red Strokes. Alabama Clay.
No. Zach Bryan. It was Zach Bryan the other day. He's actually Garth Brooks is number 5.
the New York City
Garth Brooks.
concert is 5.
No, it's Tiger Stadium in LA with 102,000 people is his top number. George.
No, hold on. Only because the New York City was free. They have no idea how many people there. They have to take estimates. Actually, have you ever seen pictures? Look up pictures from the New York City Central Park Garth Brooks concert. They go from the park into the city square. There's so many people. They had to take estimates. There was no
That's how that
tickets.
Metallica one was.
There was no ticket
like
sales.
A million people there.
Yeah, I don't know
free.
how. Yeah, I don't know how many. I don't think they'll ever know how many people was at Central Park. But regardless, we have to go off numbers. So numbers are at least
Garth
factual.
Brooks is number 5. George Strait holds 2 of the
Top 10.
2 of the top 5.
Oh,
2
really?
of the top 5.
Yeah, it's another one on my list.
AT&T Stadium, June 7th, 2014. And Kyle Field in Texas, June 15th. He's number 2 for that, 110,905. Zach Bryan in Michigan Stadium.
Yeah, so I was about to say, if anybody's,
it had to be.
Michigan is the largest stadium in the whole United States. So if anybody does a concert that can sell out Michigan Stadium, they're automatically at the top of the list. Period. That's my school, the largest stadium in the world, or United States. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Damn, bro. Listen to some.
Here's free concerts, but now let's see.
Yeah, I want a couple more little sections to talk on.
Go ahead and talk. I'll look this up.
So he's talking about songs or whatever. We've talked about a bunch of these, and like I said, most of these are in my intro. Some of the lyrics, but we going from the bottom to the top, and I've talked about some of these. Hotel California. I love Hotel California. Here's the weird one. Here I have one weird one on my list. And it's also the lyrics. When I was doing my intro, I noticed Ashley make a face there when I was doing my intro. I seen him smile a little bit in one of my intro lines, and I don't know if anybody else caught it or not. But there's a section in my intro that I talked about. I pulled lyrics from Huey Lewis and the News song. It's the oddest song on my entire list. The song's called "The Power of Love." And in my intro, it's like, don't need money, don't need fame, don't need a credit card to ride this train. I don't know if you remember my intro from last weekend now.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that song before.
It's from Back to the Future, the first movie.
Oh, yeah, that's where, I've heard that before. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, let me tell you a little insight. When I watched the movie, it's the first time I ever heard that song. For the next 6 months, I was fully convinced that was Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Really?
Yep, I thought it was Stevie Ray Vaughan. I fell in love with that song, and I found out it was Huey Lewis in the News, and it blew my mind. I'm like, oh, no wonder, it's so weird. It's the weirdest thing on my list. Well, it's the weirdest thing for me on my list. The next one is probably the song that I've studied the most, other than Stairway to Heaven. And it's a song by a band who's also another supergroup called Buffalo Springfield, and it's also in my intro. And the name of the song is called "For What It's Worth." And it was a song that they wrote about the Vietnam War and Vietnam protests and stuff like that. I actually got to study this song lyrically in school. It was one of the coolest things my English teacher ever did.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of, she knew how impactful music and stuff was to the kids and stuff in school. So my English teacher actually gave us an assignment. She had like 50 songs wrote down, and you had to study the lyrics and bring what you knew about the lyrics, what you learned about the lyrics to class and talk about it and give a present. Like it's almost like book reports. I don't know if you guys still did. Did you guys do book reports in school at all? You had to read a book and then talk about it.
Yeah,
it might have been. We had to do book reports and stuff like in elementary school or middle school or whatever. So it was kind of like a book report for a song. It was the coolest thing ever. So then we had to give it like a presentation
I wish I could have done that.
Yep, as a presentation on this song. And then she actually went into more depth about what, the lyrics really meant. So,
I wish
so it was
I
really
had
cool.
something cool like that.
So, and that became one of my favorite songs, For What It's Worth by Buffalo Springfield. Fortunate Son, CCR, Next. That's also in my intro. I Am the Highway by Audio Slave. That's another one that was in my intro. Chris Cornell is a humongous voice. Him and Chester were really good friends, and they both died months apart. Very heartbreaking. Audio Slave is a great band. They're a super group also. It's another little insight here. A lot of my bands are super groups. So, Audio Slave is a mix between Soundgarden and Rage Against the Machine. That's who Audio Slave was. Next one, Jimi Hendrix, Hey Joe. I love Hey Joe. A lot of people. That's one of his worst guitar songs.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey Joe is not known for any guitar parts. Hey Joe is known for the lyrics.
Hey, but he can slap a guitar around.
Oh, absolutely. But once again, I went obscure with my favorite songs of all time as far as these people go. Now the top.
I'm really shocked at Buffalo Springfield because I am really shocked that is one of your top songs of all time, the For What It's Worth, because
Something
if I'm not
happened.
mistaken.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's, are you sure that's For What It's Worth?
For What It's Worth. Yep. Something
well.
happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there. Yeah, it's
Yeah, you know who that is, right?
yes, I know. It's oh God, what's his name? Clapton was in there. No, it's not Clapton.
Clapton was not.
No, I'm thinking of Cream. It was Clapton.
Yeah.
What the hell is his name? He played guitar with them for a little while for Buffalo Springfield, and I can't think. He became famous on his own, and I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Well, it's the first iteration of you had Stills, Nash, Crosby, and Young. Stephen Stills was with them, but it was Neil Young.
Neil Young,
one of the founding members
of Buffalo Springfield. Yeah, I don't like Neil Young either, but I can't deny that song. That song is very impactful for my life in my songwriting career because I literally had to do it for school, and it was probably one of the top memories I have for a school lesson in my entire life. Go figure. Music based. I got to break down lyrics. I got to love it. Oh my God, that song is so good to me. There's so much stuff in that song, historically speaking, that we can look on for back then in the Vietnam War and today's times. It is so hand in hand. It's so beautiful, a beautiful song. Catchy, great. Well, anyways, we're gonna get to my top three. I've already told you my top one. I'm gonna jump around just a little bit. Shooting Star, because I've already broke that story down to that song. Once again, it is a tragedy. I love it.
Right.
It is my top song of all time, but it is not the song that I really want to break down and talk about. These top two, and actually, I'm gonna be 100%. As the kids say, I'm gonna keep it 100. I was in my feelings.
Yeah.
I was in my feelings 100% today. On Saturdays, it's the only time I get by myself alone in a car other than going to work and coming home. And when I'm going to work, I play podcasts on my phone. I don't listen to the radio. When I'm coming home, I listen to my morning radio show, Z-Rock. But on Saturdays, when I get to go to the e-cig store in Richmond, I jam music loud. And I got this USB drive over here, and I'd like to put this song in because I know you guys have heard it. It's a hugely probably heard it, but you've not heard it this way. And this song has been on my list since last week. When I typed all this stuff up last week, a week before, when we decided to do this.
Okay.
But it's also by my top, and this could come as a shock to Reaper there too. Not really knowing. Is a lesser obscure, but probably in my top two songwriters of my lifetime. Once I picked up a guitar, and it is it's so weird. This song, anyway. I'll get to my story about today. It popped up. I got my USB drive on random. Because I got so much music on there, I just leave it on random. And I just typed this song up, put it on my top list, number 3, and it pops up today. And it's the version that I want you guys to hear the most, is the way the song was originally written, by comparison to the overproduced studio album song. And God Almighty, it's a song by Matchbox 20 called 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And the song is phenomenal. And
3 a.m., eh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great song. But more importantly, I discovered why probably my number 1 or number 2 songwriter of my lifetime. God Almighty, my brain is fucking rattled. What the fuck is his? I can't. My brain just fucking glitched out. Right? Yeah, Rob Thomas. God Almighty, my brain fucking glitched out trying to think of this story. Rob Thomas. You want to talk about wordplay. You want to talk about metaphors and craziness. Rob Thomas, the only comparison that I could give to you that would be make any kind of sense to the talent level that Rob Thomas has for songwriting is his metaphors and stuff like Eminem. He, in my opinion, is the Eminem of songwriting for our generation. Because he paints pictures so great.
Yep.
3 a.m. is a beautiful song about his mother dying with cancer. It is heartbreaking. But the way that he originally wrote this song is just him and a piano. Mm-hmm. And it popped up on my USB drive driving to Richmond today. I had to pull over on the side of the road on 25, right where Hackney used to be. I couldn't see. I almost wrecked. I literally, my glasses were completely covered. I was crying so hard. I don't know why it hit me so hard today. I was not expecting that song to come on my list or to pop up on my USB drive. And the way that song is originally wrote with him and the piano is so beautiful, and it's so heartbreaking. And he paints so many great pictures of craziness, like I said, his mom going through the stuff that she did on that song or in that during that time in his life, and it's so great song. Highly recommend it, and I really would love for you guys to hear the piano version of 3 a.m. and look into Rob Thomas. He is a great songwriter. Matchbox 20 is they're a pretty decent band. He has a solo career that's really, really incredible. Did a very popular song with Santana, who is another Slash modeled guitar. He's kind of carved out of Slash's ass, but he's older than Slash, by the way. I do believe Santana.
Yeah.
But he's in the same style-esque as Slash, but he does a different kind of genre, weird, but he's
still out there. He released a song with his daughter just the other day.
Yeah, so Santana he's a great guitarist too, but Rob Thomas did a song with him that's phenomenal. But if you break Rob Thomas's lyrics down, he is a hell of a songwriter, an absolute hell of a songwriter. And I modeled my early stages in songwriting and wanting to learn and stuff after I tried to mimic what I loved. Garth Brooks, Rob Thomas, songwriters. But
would it be under acoustic
what?
Or the 3 a.m.?
You ain't gonna find it.
Oh, really?
So here, I've got it, and I'll tell you how I found it. I was working at a liquor store 20 years ago now, 25 years ago, and I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And this is before my wife she didn't have to get up as early as I did. So I'm up by myself getting ready. And there's a TV channel on our satellite dish called Access, AXS, Access. And they had some obscure repeat of an award show that was on TV. And it was a songwriter of the decade or something at that time. And Rob Thomas had won. This was, like I said, this is probably 2003. Something like that. 2000. And I don't know what this is, but and possibly. Yep. And that's the video that I saw.
It.
And that's the moment I fell in love with Rob Thomas. Yep, that song right there. Yep, that's the performance. I have the song. I have the whole song. But yeah. That's the moment that I fell in love with Rob Thomas, and I went and studied everything that he ever wrote. Because that moment, that song, the way that he wrote it, the way that he performed it, the way that it was originally wrote, by comparison to how it was overproduced with his band and stuff, is a completely different song. It's a completely different animal, and it is so good. It's so good. I highly recommend it. If you can listen to that whole thing without crying, you're a powerful person, because I couldn't do it even today. Just today. Just this afternoon, I had to pull over on the side of the road and cry. I couldn't see. My glasses were soaking fucking wet. All right. So,
Yeah.
like I said,
have a couple songs that
I did
do
number.
that sometimes.
Do what?
I have a couple of songs that do that sometimes.
Yeah. So
Just depends on the mood.
I did number 3 and I did number 1. I skipped number 2. This is probably, if you want to know who I am as a human being, you look at, like I said, my music theory of how everything chooses you before you get to choose it, and you look at what's in common with all my top songs that even the songs that I just named you. They all have a common theme, and that literally is about giving you my willingness at the drop of a hat to give up everything for something that there's no love greater. I really hate putting this out on the podcast. I really hate feeling this way, but I can't change it, and it's who I am. It sucks. But I'm 45 years old, and I promise you, I would walk away from almost everything in my life right now if somebody said, we need a singer, come be a, I don't know that I could say no. Right. It's something that won't die in me. It's something that won't stop. I know better. I know that's never going to happen, and I think that helps me. That helps me in knowing that it's never going to happen. So it's easier, I guess, to say, but it's still, as a human being, I feel awful about, but I can't change it. Believe me, I have tried for 20 some years at least to change it, and I can't. But if you want to know who I am as a person, this song was not originally written how I feel it and how I see it. But there is a movie, and it's a Nicolas Cage movie, and it's probably another one of those movies that's in my top 25 movies of all time. It's an obscure, weird movie from the 90s. It's called City of Angels. Mm-hmm. It's a great story. It's a pretty, as a story, it's a pretty good story.
An angel or something?
He's a guardian angel who falls in love with the woman that he's a guardian angel. And he gives up his ability to be an angel to become a human being to be with this woman. Yeah, once again, the common theme: willing to give up everything for something you want, something you love.
Oh yeah.
This song is called Iris, and I got the lyrics here because I typed them up. I hate doing this because it messes up our thing, but I really, let's see, there. This is not the way that this song was intended to be presented. But this is what this song is about. A female. It's about your love for a woman. But literally everything in this song means something different to me the way I hear it. The lyrics of the song absolutely mean because that's the way I got my stuff set up. Yeah, you can see me up behind it. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I got transparent windows. So this is how, when I hear this song, like I said, if you want to know me as a human being, if you want to know me, stuff that I can't give up and I can't look past, and I'll never get too old to look past this, the lyrics of this song tell you. These are the real lyrics of the song. This top pieces are how I see it. Not how it was originally written, not how it was originally intended to be. But instead of being to a woman or to a love of your life, mine is creativity itself and everything else that comes with it. Give up forever to touch you, creativity, because I know that creativity fills me somehow. It's like you tap into creativity. Right. It's always there. And that, like I said in my intro, that's the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, because God is the ultimate creator. I could never be God. Right. But he is a creator, and I can create. So it's the closest feeling to God that I could ever get. closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. So now, next verse. What does it feel like? You want to see what you want to feel as a performer? What it feels like to be on stage and performing in front of people? All I can taste is this moment on this stage in front of you. All I can breathe is your life, your energy that you're giving back to me as a performer. And sooner or later, that moment is over. And I don't want to go home. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how this song means to me. And the hook of the song is my insecurities. Every artist, every performer, every person that's ever stepped behind a microphone has insecurities, and they usually eat you alive. Even Eminem, my insecurities can eat me alive. I don't want the world to see me because I know that they won't understand this. It's my insecurities. But those insecurities are made to be broken by standing here and telling you how big of a piece of shit that I am. That I would absolutely walk away from everything in my life for one shot.
Oh my God, I know the song.
Now,
I don't want
now here's the last part. Songwriting, the things that artists put themselves, like intentionally, this is something else that I don't like putting out there, but intentionally I'll do stupid stuff in my life just to have something to write about. Intentionally I'll make poor decisions and do stupid stuff just because it gives me some feelings that I can write about. And as a songwriter, when you put it on paper, sometimes you lose that connection with it because now it's an object instead of a memory. You can't fight the tears that ain't coming because you write about it and you've thought about this song so much you eventually lose that original thing about it. You can't fight those tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth and the additives that you add to your story to make it more in depth.
Right.
The moment of truth in your lies.
God, I know this song.
It's a songwriter. It's a songwriter moment. And everything seems like the movies. When I write songs, I see the pictures first. I see the moments or whatever. I see it in my head. So it feels like a movie. And this line is probably the most impactful, but I could not work it into my intro. You bleed just to know you're alive. You put yourself in horrible situations. You put yourself in stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing. You know that you probably can't do. Or you can never take back. Just to feel something to write about.
Did you say the name of the song at the beginning?
Yeah, it's my third song, Iris. But I didn't say by who, the Goo Goo Dolls. But this is, when I look at this song, it's one.
That's what this is called.
It's if you want to know me as a human being, the piece of shit that I am, this is the lyrics that describe me more closely than anything that I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know what else to say about it. It's a obscure song that you wouldn't think somebody like me would identify with, but I argue that the song identifies with me
deep
more.
Lyrics, man.
Yeah, but
they are. Like
I
this
said,
song, dude. I had my every time I'm in the car, I have my stuff on shuffle play, and so I'll just have it on whatever. But on the way home from work, I think it was either Friday or Thursday, it came on, dude. I was jamming out to it, singing it, but I forgot that it was called Iris because I was like, did he say the name of this song?
Nope.
We just getting the lyrics.
That's another one of those things we talked about a couple weeks ago, Mandela effect type thing. It is the title of the song is not always in the song.
Yeah, and I don't want the world to see me.
But yeah. So that's what that song means to me.
That's a good song, dude.
That's what that song means to me. It's different than what it was intended.
Jamming out to that thing.
But the first time I ever heard that song, like I said, I can't listen to music and work. I'm probably one of the only people in your life that you know that's like that.
Really?
Probably I can't. I literally cannot. I can't get anything done. It slows me down. I'm so distracted. I love music so much. My brain soaks into it. And I cannot focus on what I'm doing. It does not help me in any way, shape, or form. It's just gone. I can't. I don't know why I'm different than everybody else. I don't know why I'm different like that. I cannot.
Walk in, son.
I can't.
Veteran
I can listen to
Gonzalez.
I can listen to podcasts and people talk, but the second there's any kind of music whatsoever around me in any way, shape, or form, I'm sucked right into it. I can't. I lose everything around me. I can't.
Dang, that's crazy.
I don't.
I just focus more. Like I'm more locked in, like
No.
ready to go when I'm listening to music.
Anything to add besides your eyelids, Reaper?
Well, that's about it.
What do you think about my breakdown of iris?
Different, but I can see. Actually, I can look at the lyrics to see that, and I can.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I can too. I think that's like everybody though. Is the crazy thing.
Yeah, like I said, even like a lot of times I have to watch. Like I don't watch movies on repeat, but if they have really good soundtracks, I have to watch the movie at least twice to even know what the movie was about, because I get sucked into the soundtrack. I went to the theaters and watched a movie and left the movie. Like when I seen Guardians of the Galaxy, saw it in theater.
Mm-hmm.
I had to watch it 3 times to even know what the movie was about, because it has such a great soundtrack. I couldn't get the plot of the movie because it had such a great soundtrack that I could not
Damn,
focus
that's
on the
crazy.
movie. That's why I can't do that.
Zone
And
out to the songs.
yep, my face gets so red when I get tired and get hot. But yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah, we'll let you sign out if you need to. But yeah, I don't know why I'm the only person in my life that I know that, and that's how I know that I have that curse and that sickness that these famous motherfuckers have. I know it. I'm just not as talented, and that's the facts.
Hey, no, you are.
Uh,
Because, dude, you got some bangers yourself, man. You'd ever just released them to the public.
I don't know about all that.
You could have went somewhere. I'm telling you.
Maybe
would've made a
with a
couple
little bit
bucks
more
anyways.
effort on my behalf, I would definitely say that. But I
If
just
you would have released your album, that shit would have been
I don't know.
crazy.
But
Like
We're-
officially released it. You would at least made a couple 100,000.
shit, I don't know.
I'm being for real. That's just like no glazing or whatever they say now, or whatever the hell.
Poor
You've
Reaper.
made some good bangers, man.
We'll catch you later, Reaper. Reaper.
Yeah.
But anyways, no, you made some good things, man. I wish you would have released them farther than.
I'm just.
I'll be for real, like dead ass.
Well, my thing is, like I said, at this stage of my life, like I always wanted to be the guy behind the microphone on the stage in front of 100,000 people, or hell, even 100 people. But like I said, I'm 45.
And I'm still out selling you. No, I'm kidding.
I know. I don't know. I just
That was Eminem lyric.
I give up
That was
wanting to
Eminem
be
lyric, by the
the
way.
man, and I'd love to be the man. What the man says. I'd be just as happy now being the words that are coming out of the man's mouth. I mean, imagine writing a song for Luke Combs or writing a song for, or somebody of that caliber. It's on the radio, so that'd be, to me, that would be.
I mean, Nashville's not too far.
I get all that. I've tried all that. It's just it doesn't
Music
work.
country of the world.
It just
down
doesn't.
there.
It doesn't work anymore. Not like you think it should.
Did I say that wrong? I think I said that wrong.
But anyways, it just does.
Country
It
music
just doesn't work
world.
like that anymore. Especially with
You could.
the future plans of music. They're gonna
You
go.
could.
They're gonna go AI, brother. You gonna see it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything.
They
don't
Anything
have-
to do with
it's
AI,
coming.
dude.
They don't have to pay songwriters no more when they can have AI write it, and then they own everything. All they got to do is pay the voice.
Yeah, I think this AI shit's so bullshit, dude. Like, if you look at everything creative with that has used AI, it's just straight ass.
Yeah, but we're getting better with it. It's gonna take over.
The AI's getting better with it.
Yeah.
You should say. Them fucking
Yeah.
clankers.
Sleepyhead,
Sleepyhead, fall asleep there.
narcoleptic man.
He's going.
Oh, watch out, you're gonna hit your head.
Fuck.
All right. Well, that is going to conclude our episode of Midnight Enigma. We have talked about a lot of music, history, songs. So let us know what you think down below. It's your favorite songs and what your other thoughts are about music and stuff like that. Yeah, music topic. Check that off. So hopefully y'all enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Been down Enigma. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out all the links below. And catch us in the next episodes. Stay up to date when you hit the notification bell. And yeah, this has been Midnight Enigma. I am GoneRogue. Over here we got OneLane.
Yeah.
We got MissingPika.
Bye-bye.
And we got Reaper right there. Mr. Potato Head. All right. Y'all have a good night, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Now fuck off.
Yeah.
Okay.